It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. With the new year getting ramped up, just getting into the swing of things, Kenny, some major...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tell them sit down.
And a good Thursday evening. And let's... Well, thanks to Yang, clearly Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. And Chris, still early in the season, is the pecking order of teams still up in the air, or is it starting for you to lock in?
Well, it starts to lock in for a couple of teams. Those teams that you see start off with those good records, 9-1, 10-2. Those elite teams that you see on the coast, they kind of have their own mission. For everyone else, it's a little bit different. The pecking order, the fighting.
因為我起呢個陣容嘅時候，George 仲未加入啊，所以Lenny又未，Lenny俾人加入咗，點撚樣啊？唔係幾明。啊，好似係喎，Lenny俾我加入咗，換咗 Waddy Hood 喎。
On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Kyle Korver is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Bennett's Nene in at the center positions.
There's a chance he could go for a big.
你咩 Clover 會拉上嚟先發嘅？請問一下佢哋嘅陣容係 Eric 好啦，原來我係用呢兩隻嚟換 Aaron Gordon 同埋 Lenny。佢換咗 Roddy Hood 同埋 Nance Jr. 呢個我唔知點嚟嘅。啊 ，George Hill 點解唔係先發啊？咁 Kyle Korver 係先發，咩係 Aaron Gordon？ 奇奇怪怪。
Now in the scoring column with that deuce, 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
Lob pass to Capella, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop
即係其實 Aaron Gordon 已經 set 定咗係一定係第6人。
Giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now here's James.
Oh shit.
He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
So it's the Rockets now, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Ariza.
Whoa.
That one, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
啊！屌你老味 ，Kevin Love 又有呢個3分能力，又要出去協防。
5 on the clock. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the points they put up? I mean, they were aggressive. In fact, at times overwhelming.
Well, think about this. They were extremely versatile in their approach, taking what the defense allowed.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
LeBron against Ariza. LeBron kicks to Korver. Back to James. Here's Clarkson, and it's blocked.
哦呀，打排球咁啊，好似。奇興。黐撚線。 睇下先。哇！好。
Just 2 to shoot. Love, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Passes it to Chi. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Clarkson against Paul. Right wing. It's stolen by Capella. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
嚇？呢個乜撚嘢嚟嘅呢
個？Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clarkson kicks to LeBron. The wide open look for Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. 6 points for Love.
幾得掂啊
Chi passes to Ariza. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, the lengthy Ariza loves getting up on these type of plays. Timing right there on these alley-oop jams, that's just terrific.
James with it.
呢分得有3分力，實在太難打啦。
Korver kicks to LeBron. Over Ariza. No good from LeBron.
Now I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
And the basket by Harden.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
Here's James. James Harden picking up that last basket. Cleveland moving it around. Love with the screen for LeBron. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Another 3 for Cleveland. And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
Here's Chi after the Cavaliers pick up 3.
Whoa.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, James Harden has always acted as the initiating guard in any offense he's been in, but last year he just took it to a new level. With Coach D'Antoni, Harden was running the offense. He ended up with double-digit assist numbers for the season.
Now here's Korver. He had 28 points in the win against Milwaukee.
Well, and credit him for taking it right to the defense. He was drawing fouls all night.
Ariza has the open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And those assist numbers for Harden, a career high by a mile. Crazy to think a player who came in from Arizona State was viewed as a spot shooter is now a double-digit assist guy.
You know, people always debate whether or not Harden is a point guard or a shooting guard, but honestly, who cares? He just has game. His role in the offense is that of getting buckets.
Wow.
Teammates. I mean, to assign a label to him, he has game.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Wow.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, he's mastered the art of drawing fouls. Harden's led the league in free throws time and time again. And last season, Harden just put up some incredible numbers all across the board. His assists were league leading, which nobody saw coming. He didn't have a big drop in his own scoring, even as he was creating so much more for others.
And with Harden, as you said, Chris, nobody saw his assist totals coming except maybe his coach, Mike D'Antoni, one of the Coach of the Year candidates, certainly all season long with what he did in that 55-win Rocket season. When Harden heard what his coach expected, Chris, he laughed it off.
Yeah, and part of it was the system, but Harden he found his groove. I mean, you think about just the seasons he's had. He's just played incredible, and he's going to have to bring those...
呢個 still 係計邊個啊？呢個 still 係計 Capella。
Turnover numbers down. Not used to playing with the ball and not used to being in that position that much. Expect the turnover numbers to come down this season.
Here's Chi.
You
saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
Oh, and even with the long threes, Ariza is extraordinary. Simply one of the better deep ball shooters in this league.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And you think back to some of the highest paced and up-tempo teams in the league. This Houston group is right up there with all of them. They look to push it on you the second they get a chance.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Rockets.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the 3-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Harden, and again, the Rockets good for 2. And with the pace the Rockets play with, Chris, it isn't just running as soon as they can. Part of the decision to have Harden as the point guard last season was to speed up their playmaking from the beginning.
Well, the Rockets have streamlined everything and cut down the total time to run their sets. That's why they get so many possessions in the game. They know the more chances they get with their offense, the better the results are for them.
And Nene gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
God.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Nets. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Cleveland, a game behind.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season.
And stolen by Love. Paul against Clarkson. The screen on Paul goes up off the pick. Deflected. They retain possession. Rockets leading by 11. Here's Chi. Harden outside. Pass to Chi. Ariza outside. 5 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer. Ariza's got 10 points.
Ariza just totally broke down the defense, exploiting any space they gave him off that pass.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's a pick by Love. Nene dishes to Clarkson. Good work defensively by Paul.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Chi passes to Harden. Now Clarkson, 6 points for him. Can't hit from in close. Harden outside. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Nene with the screen on Paul. It's a pick by Love. Clarkson kicks to Love. Pass to LeBron. Back to Love. Puts it up. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Chi. Kicks it out to Paul. For the 3. They double him with Nene. Taken away by Nene. Right side Korver. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. Kicks it out to Paul. And the pass to Chi. They double him with James. Here's Ariza. Sinks the triple. 13 points in the game.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Nene, the screen. There's the pick. Love with the screen for LeBron. Ball's knocked loose. They grab their own miss. Korver gets a wide open look. Korver missing again. Houston's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Chi. He's guarded by Love. Taken away by Nene. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Love at the elbow. The feed to LeBron. Over Ariza. And it's James missing.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Kicks to Ariza. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
There's the screen. Nene trying to get back on track. And Capella sends it back. And there it is for him. Here's Paul. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Houston with a big group substitution here. Larry Nance is checked in for Clint Capella. Mbahumute comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood's checked in for James Harden. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Paul. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Gordon's checked in. Now here's Nance. Here's Chi. Lays it up and banks it in. Chi's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gordon against Hood. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Here's Chi. 5 points in the game. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
And so it's Houston, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And you talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged. So.
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific player.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
We've got Rose. Chi out there with Nance. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Mbahumute in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Houston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Now here's James. He dishes it to Gordon. Love with the screen on Hood. Here's Gordon. No good, shot missing. And it's Houston the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
I mean, who knows? If you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
And the officials call a traveling violation. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Rockets, number 1.
Kevin, without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
Now, here is Hill. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Green gets it to go.
You gotta like the strong picks Love sets. He's effective in creating opportunities for his teammates.
Chi passes to Hood, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, we talk so much about what it's like on the floor, Chris, but I wonder what it was like off the floor when you were on the bench watching the team play and what was going through your head and mind. What did you and your teammates talk about as you were on the bench taking a rest and watching the game go on?
It depends on which game. You know, if you're in L.A. and you see, Eddie Murphy and Rihanna walk in, you're going to say, hey, look at Beyonce and Jay over there. Or, if you're watching a great play and you see a guy dunk on your teammate, you're not going to get too excited, but you're going to whisper to your teammate, man, did you see that? That's crazy. Or, you're pumping up guys because they've been working so hard in practice, and it's a guy who's getting his first time to kind of get in and get a good run. So you're cheering him on. And so being on the bench, it's a lot of fun. You have to stay focused and ready to re-enter the game. But part of that job on the bench is to keep the energy of the bench, and that's to keep guys encouraged, to be loose, to have fun. And so it's a lot of fun being on the bench. More fun when you're winning than losing, but a lot of fun being on the bench encouraging guys.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing, and if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nance. Riza comes in for Mbappe. Amute. James Harden, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And Paul's subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Chi, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision.
Gordon a screen. LeBron dishes to Love. He kicks it to Hill. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Chi. Chi's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. It's a pick by Love. Out to the right wing. It's tipped.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Paul. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
Harden with it. Now Green defending. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Gordon. James outside. Green kicks to Gordon. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Eric Gordon.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Here's the screen. Here's Chi. He's guarded by Hill. Shot's good by Chi. Chi's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Hill kicks to LeBron. Over Ariza. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
There's no shot James can't make, especially when he's deep inside and has the D on their heels.
And the dunk by Capella.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Cleveland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Hill kicks to LeBron. Gordon. Chalk up 2 there. LeBron's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
Oh, he's just flexing his muscles on that slam.
Oh, he wanted these people to hear that one. Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. up over 50%. Green, the screen. LeBron James on the wing. Clock at 6. Over Ariza. Rebounded by Chi. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
Now Hill. James Harden missing on the 3. Hill kicks to James. That's tipped. It's back to Hill. Here's the 3, and James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 16 points.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Well, we know that some players can get pretty tricky out on the court, and that is the diplomatic way of saying it, Chris. Which players do you feel kind of take advantage sometimes of the rules?
Well, and I think, these are the guys that you would hate to play against, but you want to play with. And, first people that come to mind are the Draymond Greens, the Matt Barnes, Steven Adams, just because he's physical. Even Chris Paul, the way that he stays on the refs, the way that if you reach on him while he's trying to steal the ball, he'll grab your wrist and let you know don't do that again because it really hurts what he's doing to you. So there's so many players that do that, and the wiser, the smarter, the longer in the game that you play, the more of those tricks you'll be able to pull out, all those veteran tricks. So those guys come to mind.
Here's James after Clint Capella's bucket. Hill passes to Gordon. He's looking for James and finds him to end the run. And he lays it straight in. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Outside Hill. Floats it up for James. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for LeBron.
And as this chart shows, things just aren't falling for him like they usually do. He isn't ice cold, but nothing is falling his way, and he's become an inefficient source of points for his team.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Hill.
Oh, man, and the 6'10" frame of Capella. I mean, when it's close inside, he's a huge threat to put the ball in the bucket.
And one reason why the Rockets were okay with letting Dwight Howard leave was because they knew that Clint Capella could fill that role. He quietly gives this team that finisher down on the block, and he has been absolutely, Chris, huge for the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, maybe the best in the league at finishing off lobs last year. Not the most spectacular, but the most consistent last year on that pick and roll because he's so active without the ball, always moving, giving guards a target, great hands to catch and finish.
And stolen by LeBron. Green left side. Goes up on the wing, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Ariza against LeBron. Eric Gordon on the wing. 5 on the clock. James in the post. Ariza covering, and that one's good by LeBron.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Here's Harden on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, check this out. He didn't have any threes in the first, but he kept shooting, and now he just knocked down his second in a row.
The screen from Thompson. James kicks to Thompson, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Cleveland. There's the dish to Capella. It's stolen by Korver. In the corner, it's Gordon. The three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Ariza's scoring from everywhere. His jumpers, him driving inside, from beyond the arc, at the free throw line. He does it all.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. Dishes to Gordon. Over Harden. And again, it's Cleveland. Gordon's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Out to the wing. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Clarkson kicks to Thompson. He feeds it to LeBron. Shoots over Capella. That's tipped. They retain possession.
Whoa.
And so it's Houston with it. Here's Chi. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the Cavs front office never shy about making bold moves. You think about changing coaches a couple seasons ago. Even with the team's record at 30-11.
Well, T. Lue is the answer. They weathered a lot of criticism, part of the responsibility of leadership. You can't always make the popular call. You got to make the right call.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Larry Nance has checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rose in for Paul. Chi passes to Rose. Here's Chi.
出3分線啊 D Rose出3分線啊
Shot clock at 6. Thompson comes with a double team. Lets it go from the wing. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Okay, D Rose.
First, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's Gordon. It's blocked. Here's Chi. He's covered by Thompson. Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 5 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
雖然我知道你三分唔好啫，但係唔好咁。哇！屌你老母！哇！你又〜
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Feeds it to Tucker. Nance sets a screen for Hood. Here's Chi. He's got 18. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Jumbo.
And the Rockets with possession here.
4、3、2、1。
Good if it goes.
Oh.
Play simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
That's a great way to finish off the quarter. Knocking down a look like that is a big confidence builder heading into the locker room.
And so it's Houston with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now let's catch up with... And we'll be back for the third quarter of action.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals. Blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer.
黐線助攻仲高分過，仲多得分。
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down. Cleveland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Korver and LeBron are the wings. Kevin Love out there with Nene, and it's Clarkson in at the point.
哇！居然又俾你搶得籃板
To the middle, second shot opportunity. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're gonna keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Nene, the screen. Shoots over Capella, and Nene gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. James has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. She passes to Paul, and another 3 for Houston.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers. Looks shell-shocked.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Clarkson against Paul, and here's Korver from the arc. Rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Ariza. Here's Chi. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple double.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. But guys, the defense knows he has this ability, correct? Yet no one thinks to put a body on him? Incredible.
Here's
oh shit.
Offense. Capella sends it back. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Korver. They get it back. Here's Chi. Lays it up and banks it in. Chi's got 6 in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Clarkson kicks to Love. Drills it from outside.
Gotta respect the long ball from Love. He continues to get better from shooting behind the arc.
Kicks it out to Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Nene, the screen. Clarkson kicks to Nene. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Moving it up. Paul passes to Chi, and he jams it with authority.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Well, give the coach a little credit. It's been some great play calling. Each guy doing his part. This is what you're hoping to achieve.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Cleveland ball. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. The Rockets, number 1. The Cavaliers, 4th.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboards.
And Harden comes to help. Stolen away. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. On the wing, Korver, guarded by Harden. Korver kicks to Clarkson. Nene with the screen on Paul. Clock at 4. Here's Clarkson. That's short off the rim. Houston's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Yeah, Kevin Love played the first 6 years of his NBA career with the Minnesota
Timberwolves. 冇啊，立邦戰士冇啊。
Never was able to guide them to the playoffs.
記唔得咩？ 群这气人死成个人。气人死。
Them ready to join the big three in Cleveland.
Clarkson dishes to LeBron. Over Ariza. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Chi, guarded by Nene. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Here's Love and the dunk by Love.
Well, it's hard to keep Love for scoring. When he's using his strength to bury these shots, it's tough.
And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices, and it's taken some time for them to gel. I mean, once Kevin figured out when and where to start his game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
The Rockets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Green, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Hill in for Jordan Clarkson. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. Green against Ariza. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Rockets.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team. And in the first half, they had some success from beyond the arc, but that hasn't been the case since halftime. That shot has dried up. And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Rockets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. But they'll get another chance. Here's Harden. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taking 14 shots to get there.
The D has to find a way to block that shot. A hand in the face of Harden. He's not good enough from that range.
Hill kicks to Green. Passes it to Love. Back to Green. That falls. Green assist by Love. Green's got 8 points.
Love moves the ball so well, especially when he spots an open man.
Paul against Hill. The shot's good from Paul.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
Green draws the double.
Still.
On the wing, Korver. Back to Green.
Up.
And Green slams it in.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
They double him with Nene. Here's Paul. And Houston again with the bucket. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Hill kicks to Green. It's back to Hill.
Oh.
And so here's Cleveland. The pass to Green. And here is Hill. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Houston with a big good substitution here. Nancy's checked in for Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Trevor Ariza. Hood's checked in for James Harden. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Chris Paul. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Nailed from three-point land.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
I mean, they just look totally disengaged out there. Seems like they've given up on this one.
Here's Chi. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, we say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and, you know, Sacramento forever. I thank them for that, and I love them there.
Wonderful years, indeed. Now, here is Hill, looking for his first basket still in this one, and he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Nene outside. Rose with the double team. Knocked away. Here's Chi.
Oh! Textbook. Oh, wow.
In your face.
Well, I know what highlight we're leading the post-game show with, that's for sure.
He has gone, man. He's gone crazy.
And when you think about the fans, that's the kind of moves they come to see.
Outside Gordon. To the middle for the finish. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there. It was really a case of a great defensive play.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Nene dishes to Hill. And here we go. Rockets running again. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the floor of offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Nene, the screen. Hill kicks to Love. It's back to Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Point guard. 3分線.
This one for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
1:58 left to play in the third. Outside Gordon. Hill sets the screen for Gordon. Rose against Hill. Outside Gordon. It's a pick by Love for 3. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own. I mean, it's exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
There's a tremendous amount of energy here.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
You're exactly right, Kevin. When your point man is sailing to the rim with that level of explosiveness, invaluable.
right through the knee for the layup. Gordon's got 10 points.
And that first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets him to the rim.
And Hill over to help. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for George Hill.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Goes up the baseline. Green, no luck. Here's Chi, guarded by Nene. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green. Nene, the pass to Green. Gordon kicks to Clarkson.
Yo, Green.
It's a pick by Love. And it's
blocked. A rare off-quarter for him. Nothing seems to be going his way.
Here's Chi, and that's good for 2. Chi's got 48.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
And so it's Houston, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
另外呢個逐彈版嘅怪物，同埋呢個絕對近分手。咁會有租裝神嘅喂。係。
Then there's Larry Nance, and it's Chi in at the center. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Ah shit.
Stolen by Thompson.
Sorry.
They get a hand on it. Hood, the pass to Chi. Outside Hood. Here's Chi. He's covered by Thompson. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. And Baamute's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Rockets. Well, Cleveland shooting at 36%. They really pass to Gordon. Smith right side. Pass to Clarkson. The screen from Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here. I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot, even when it's such a clean look.
Clarkson with the ball.
籃板怪物。
And you look at the level of talent in the NBA now, some great players.
和停。咁樣扭法嘅你屌。
How do you view that statement?
Well, I don't think you can compare errors. I think it's great to argue and have fun with them and debate them, but very sincerely, unless someone can play against each other, it's just a wasted argument. It's different errors. There's different rules. Think about how many threes Larry Bird shot per game. 1.5, 2. What if he could let it fly 10 times a game? We'd be talking about a different player there. So I think times, errors, the physical play of the 80s, of the 90s, I just know that players will handle it differently. Hand checking, the way that we call flagrant 1 fouls. It's a different league, and so I just choose to celebrate the players that we have now. They're the evolution in my mind. They're kind of the culmination of all the players that have come before them. So I just enjoy the game the way it is now.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Rose against Clarkson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul.
哇！你好彩冇報3秒咋，大佬。
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nance. P.J. Tucker comes in for Mbamute. James Harden, he's checked in for Hood. And it's Paul in for Derrick Rose. And Cleveland.
OK 啦，啲數據都差啦，屌你睇第一個先好冇？數據差到啲癲咁啊，大佬。
With a change here too, Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Eric Gordon. Now the pass to Calderon. Johnson with a screen on Harden.
哇！屌你做 Johnson PF 位添啊！你點樣咩陣容嚟㗎呢個大佬
？Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Chi. The Rockets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Took him no time at all on that one. 27 points for James Harden.
Wow, that's his fourth three of the game, 2 in each half. He has just owned that line.
Calderon dishes to Johnson. Screen by Smith. Back to Calderon.
幾望唔少啊！
Thompson sets the pick for Johnson. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Chi. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Oh, he had plenty of space to square up and take that easy shot, but I don't understand why he faded away there.
Clarkson kicks to Thompson.
撚嘢啫，唔可以飛away咩？屌你啊！
Stolen by Tucker and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
不自然彈起啊
And Cleveland making a change here. Jones is checked in.
James Jones.
Cleveland's got an off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Smith with it. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Now look at this. This is one of Smith's specialties. He has a quick release fire off the pass.
Chi. Houston moving the ball around. Now the feed to Tucker. Screen by Capella. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Cavaliers on D. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Chi. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jones. The Rockets with another miss. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Here's Chi, defended by Jones, stolen by Thompson. The 3 from Johnson. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
Johnson dishes to Smith.
喂，籃板怪物呢？喂
They set the pick.
We need 籃板怪物
Kicks it out to Johnson from deep.
Fuck.
And Johnson missing again.
Everything he is throwing up has been off. He needs to find his groove.
喂，做乜
soon.
撚嘢啊？
Here's Chi, defended by Jones. Shots good by Chi.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Tucker. And Johnson missing.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Chris, you look at the league right now, how different would you say it is from when you played? And there are a lot of differences. Do you like the changes?
The NBA is much different from when I played. When I played, if you shot a jumper from the 15-foot range, free throw line, they criticize you as a big fella. Now you have to be able to space the floor. If you were a big fella and led the break back then, they criticize you. Now you have a guy like Durant who is 6'11". So the game has changed from rules. It was so much more physical at the time. It was a slower pace. But, you know, that was then. I love the way that the game is now. I love that players have more freedom. I love that the pace is faster. You don't have to look back at your coach to have a play called every time. The trust is put in these players' skill sets. So I love it, man. Anytime you can see Harden go to work, Durant go to work, Curry go to work, Westbrook go to work, LeBron go to work, Irving go to work, and just watch them play in an open offense, man, it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I like the changes, and it was fun when I played as well.
Harden against
Hill,
top the key. Screen by Jones. Off the screen. Rebounded by Chi. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Again, the Rockets score.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Back to Thompson. Shoots over Capella, and too long on the shot. Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Kicks it to Paul. Here's Chi. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Paul with the steal. Now here's Tucker. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Capella. Back to Tucker. The 3. Rockets keep it going with the new 24-second clock. Another steal. Hangs it home with one hand.
And guys got careless with.
屌你傳波俾我啊！我一早就知你，一早就知你想做乜嘢啦！屌你老母！
The ball there and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
係啦，我可以跑快攻啦，終於都。
Explosiveness he shows going from the
終
offensive
於
to
都可以
the
跑快攻
defensive
啦。
end in a blink.
Hill kicks to Smith. The screen from Thompson. The drive by Smith. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hill against Paul. Jones sets the pick for Green. Shoots over Tucker, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Shots good by Chi.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by Green.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
乜撚嘢防守嚟㗎 Tucker？ 乜撚嘢協防嚟㗎呢個？
Screen by Jones to end the drought. They get the rebound. Can't get it to fall.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
Here's Chi, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, you just love how Harden moves the rock. When a teammate is wide open, he gets it to him so fast.
Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the
我
fourth
呢個
quarter,
超速
they
跑快
hit
攻，
just one of
轉翻個鏡頭先。
6 from deep. Green, the screen. Hill up top, defended by Paul. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, he has
喂，
been
跑快
cold
攻跑
for
到
a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Chi, guarded by Green. Shots good by Chi.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Shots good by Green.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor. And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
咪 triple digit lead 啊！屌你老味。
Tipped away. It's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here.
好換個靚人啦喎。呢個你哋冇啦有邊個啊？中啊？啊你嘅咁樣咯。
Smith
換個衫咁樣，個出嚟兜翻轉咁樣，好冇？注意 outfit 做乜撚嘢啊
？Unloads from 13, and it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Chi. From the arc. And the miss. So we see the Rockets taking the win here.
出嚟換個衫
dominant showing in front of a crowd that
冇啦冇啦。
And you know, this game
慘啊
could
新人
really be a defining one
都唔
for
係新
what
人
they
嚟
can
嘅。
do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
3-4
For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.